In all reality, if people are coming to you and they see your value and they see what you're doing and you're putting in all this effort towards your craft, it's not gonna go unnoticed. You get what I'm saying?
I'm big on 9-2. These niggas is not even bulletproof. He say he tough, he gotta prove it. Don't think I'm frontin' in this music. No capping, yeah, I really do this. Don't let me slide and make the news quick. Fuck it, word. I'ma slide and make a news clip. That's sour, let me roll.
What's good, y'all? I got a different video. Something a little bit more personal to me. I know I'm not the only one that struggles with it. How to deal with imposter syndrome. So we just gonna jump right into it. First, I think it's important to talk about what is imposter syndrome. According to Google, doubting your abilities and feeling like you're a fraud. So if you see me looking at my phone, I just got some notes. I know that's something I struggle with, and if you click this video, I'm sure that's something you're struggling with. We're gonna talk about why it happens and some practices you guys can do to help counteract that imposter syndrome. Let's talk about why it happens. Personally, for me, it always happens when I'm moving in the right direction. That's usually how I know. When I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. For example, I've been creating a lot of content lately, and it's been doing really well. Obviously, it's not getting the results I would like yet, but it is moving in an upward direction, so that's a good thing. I'll find people coming to me asking me for advice and how to do it, and if I would be willing to help them with their channel, or I have like a class or something or a program. And a lot of the times I tell them no, one, because I am focusing on my content and I'm also doing other jobs and I have other opportunities that I'm lining up for myself right now. I'd be lying to you if a huge portion of that is me telling myself that I'm not capable of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I start thinking about it, it kind of gives me anxiety, and I start thinking like, why are you coming to me for that when I don't necessarily have the results? But the truth of the matter is, I do know what I'm doing, and I can help people scale and grow their business as far as social media to a certain degree. Not like on some where I can have classes, at least at the moment, but enough where I can give you the tools you'll need to be successful, and I can help you, especially if you already know your target audience. I say all of that to say it's definitely something that seeps in my mind, and I let it affect me way more than it should, where I start questioning like, oh, you know, I don't have the results I should, I can't help you. You get what I'm saying? I'm not that person, so I can't help you. In all reality, if people are coming to you and they see your value and they see what you're doing and you're putting in all this effort towards your craft, it's not gonna go unnoticed. You get what I'm saying? It could be ideals passed down from your family, your friends, somebody telling you, oh, you can't do this, when you're already kind of working in that field, and you start to accept those ideals. It can come from a lot of different areas. If y'all want me to do an in-depth video on that, I can. The main thing is, it's important to be aware of when you're going through that, to not acknowledge it and attack whatever task it is or whatever opportunity is coming at you that you don't feel worthy of head on. If somebody's coming at you and you want to be a news anchor and you're working towards that, but you feel you don't have the requirements or accolades, whatever it may be, to be that person, you're already walking in those shoes. They already see the potential in yourself, and you know you have that potential in yourself as well. Well, they see the potential in you. You might not have the answers, but that's okay. You'll figure it out as you go, just like you did anything. Just like when you started playing your favorite sport, just like when you started playing your favorite video game, just like when you started to learn how to ride a bike. You didn't know how to do it at first. You saw people do it. At the end of the day, you had to experience it. You had to believe in yourself and have that faith that you'll figure it out. Let's talk about some practices that help me and some that might help you, so you can be able to counteract this imposter syndrome and hopefully eliminate it. Some of the things that help me is journaling, affirmations, reassuring myself, inner work, and so much more. As far as journaling, just writing down your thoughts and seeing where your head is at can help you out a lot, especially if you're writing down affirmations. Writing them in the present tense, that's very important. Even speaking affirmations to yourself, but writing them in the present tense. And I'll give y'all some examples. Things like, I am walking in my purpose, I am valued, I am amazing, I am great. Those are a little bit generic, but things along those lines. The point of that is you're reaffirming what you already believe, and even if you don't believe it in that moment, eventually your mind will catch up, because your subconscious is not biased. It knows no lies, no truths. It just takes what you feed it. If you're constantly writing down these affirmations and you're constantly reassuring yourself, it's just gonna reinforce what you want to believe or what you already believe, and that in turn is gonna help you be the person you want to be, because you're gonna start to walk in those shoes. You're gonna start to pick up good habits because you're reprogramming your subconscious. That's a whole nother video, a whole nother conversation. motion. What I meant by inner work, journaling and affirmations, that's definitely a form of inner work, but just sitting with yourself, meditating, taking time for self-care and reassuring yourself all comes into that. Sit with your own thoughts and see what your mind is, what's lingering in your mind, what's of value, what's not of value, being able to be aware of those thoughts. So when you do go throughout your day, or even when you start your day off grounded, and as you go on through your day, you start to be able to catch those thoughts, and the ones that aren't serving you, you're able to be more conscious of them and be able to let go. Because you were able to sit with yourself earlier and meditate, you're able to be more grounded and conscious of your thoughts. So when those do pop up, now you know how to react to it. You know what's serving you, what's not. Let's say, for example, if you're constantly having thoughts about chicken wings, eventually you're gonna manifest that and you're gonna get some chicken wings, or somebody might even bring you some chicken wings, or you might just start seeing videos, commercials, billboards of chicken wings because that's what you're focusing on. So it's the same thing. If you're focusing on greater version of yourself versus that imposter syndrome of you doubting yourself and you questioning if you're able to handle these tasks or take on these opportunities that have been granted through your work and through your progression and through your inner work and all things like that, it'll be a lot more fulfilling. If you're focusing on that person you want to be, you're going to inherently be that person because you're holding that thought in your mind. You're consciously being aware of that thought and you're focusing all your energy on that. You're going to inherently walk in those shoes. That, amongst other things, have helped me a lot in growing in the person I want to be, because I find myself being in these opportunities, but I also find myself fighting with imposter syndrome. And it's alright, we all go through it. If anything, 9 times out of 10, it means you're in a progressive state. You're changing your habits and your traits. It might have you questioning yourself, but that's okay. Just don't linger on those thoughts and don't doubt yourself and don't live in that state of mind. Just make sure you start reaffirming, journaling, meditating, doing inner work, doing these little things that accumulate, and it'll help you keep on the path that you want to be on. Hopefully this helped you guys. Comment down below if you want to just talk about what you've been through, if you go through imposter syndrome, if you're going through it now, are you working towards your goals, are you getting these opportunities and feeling like that? Make sure you comment down below and let me know, and let's have a good conversation. You can also DM me on Instagram if you want to talk about anything. I'm here to help you guys and learn in the process as well. If you like videos like this, self-development, fashion, spirituality, and more, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I post videos like this every Friday, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.